about one of the interesting topics. Okay. Yeah. There is something every time it follows us. Do you know what is that?
Shadow!
Yes, absolutely. Wherever you go, like a network, it follows you. Is it?
Yes.
Yeah. What that is?
Shadow!
So let us today we learn about the shadow. So let me explain actually what is shadow. And after little description of mine, we'll watch the videos. Okay? See children, shadows. To form the shadows, we require three main things. Okay? We require three main things. What are the three main things? Can anyone? Opaque object and more? Object already I have told, light already I have told, and one more thing is required. Yes, we require a plane surface. See children, now let us have a small look of a video. Shadows, light and shadows.
If you stand outside on a sunny day, you will see your shadow. When you get in the way of the light from the sun, you block the light and a shadow is formed.
Yes, you see that a person is walking and there is a source which is falling on the screen. Yes, you can see light source. And a person is walking. Yes, and the screen is nothing but here what? Road. What is the screen here? Road. Okay. So here you can see some. What is that? Yes, what is this? Shadow. Okay. And what is this surface? Yeah, this is surface is nothing but what? Road. Here road acts as what? Screen. What it acts as? Yes, it acts as screen. And the major thing to form the shadow is what? No. Light is the main thing which is required, without which shadows cannot be formed. So now have a look here.
Have you ever noticed that your shadow changes?
Yes.
When the sun is high in the sky during midday, it is directly overhead and your shadow is short. Now look at this shadow.
Yes.
This person's shadow is much longer.
Now you see children, one of the person is standing near the corridor. Yes, near the door. And exactly behind him is what? Light source. And you can see that a long shadow is formed. Yes, in the previous case, we have seen the shadow in smaller or bigger size. First video you have seen just now, before that. It is formed bigger or smaller in size? Smaller. Now if you see, what is the size of the shadow here?
Big shadow.
So do the size of the shadows will change?
Yes.
Absolutely, the size of the shadows will be changed. Now how and when the shadows will change? When it will be appearing as bigger shadows and when it will be appearing as shorter. Okay? Once more.
Why is it so long?
Yeah, now why it's so long? What is the reason?
Well, your shadow is long when the sun is low in the sky. For example, in the early morning or in the early evening.
Yes. See, your shadow will be formed what? Formed shorter in the early mornings and it will be formed bigger in the early morning and evening. Yes, that was the thing here told and we'll let us see here.
As the sun appears to move across the sky, your shadow will change length throughout the day. When you move, so will your shadow. It will always be on the side that faces away from the sun.
Yes, here what is the important other thing they want to say that your shadows will be formed exactly opposite direction to the sun. For example, here is the source of light. Okay, this is what here is the source of light. Okay.
teacher. Down. Teacher, there. Green notifications.
It's not going
Teacher,
to.
down they have the teacher.
Yeah, children, wait. Yeah. So here, light source, and if a person is standing here, okay, an opaque object. This is a opaque object, nothing but a person, and here is the sun. Okay, and your shadows will be forming this side. Yes. So now the shadow is formed this side. The shadow is formed exactly opposite direction to the sun's light. For example, now I am standing here. The rays of the sun is coming behind from me, and the shadows will be formed front of us. Yes, based on the direction of the light. For example, now I am here. The rays of the sun are here. Then my shadows will be appearing front. So exactly to the opposite direction of the sun, the shadows will be formed. Okay. Shadows.
Look at these people. Their shadows are not in front of them when they walk,
Yes, they are
but
side.
they are to the side. Can you work out which direction the sunlight is coming from?
Now, can you guess it from where the source of sun will come?
Left.
Yeah. So here, this is the left side of them. So the right side will be what? Sun. The person is standing here. See. Okay, I am standing here. Same way the person is standing here. The shadows are formed by which side? Left side. So the source of the light will be which side? Right side. So exactly the shadows will be formed opposite direction to the sunlight. Okay.
This person's shadow is also to the side. Can you work out which direction the
Yeah,
sunlight is?
now the person's shadow is forming this side. Yes. So where does the source of light will come from? The left side. The shadows are right side. So the source of the sun will be
Left side.
And who is in the middle?
Open.
Any opaque object. Here opaque object is what here? Human being. Here the opaque object is what? Human being. Yes.
Coming from now. The person's shadow is also quite short in length. What time of the day you think it is? If the shadow
By seeing this, can you guess what is the time?
is short,
Morning, short. See the shadow size.
watch these soldiers carefully as they march. Can you identify what changes about their shadows?
These are all shadows.
Remember, our shadows always stay with us.
Yes. The first question beginning always what will be staying with us? Our shadows.
Shadows can change direction, they can be in front or behind us.
Yeah, every time the shadow is forming in the same direction or early front. Every time it is forming early in the front side. It is changing its direction. Why do you think it changes its direction? Why? What is the major reason for changing the direction? Yes, you can say it. Yeah. Yeah, sun is staying particularly at one place?
No.
Yeah, it is moving. Yes or not? It comes, yeah, it rises in the east and afternoon you can see overhead of us. Yes, and evening when it comes, it will be on the west side. So the sun's direction is changing so that the shadow's directions also will be changing. Okay?
Or even to the side of us.
Yes. Even sidewise.
Our shadows can change in length too.
Yes.
They are short during midday and long in the early morning or evening.
Yes, our shadows will change in their sizes. Longer in night time and morning, and shorter during. Why do you think that they are longer in the morning and shorter in the afternoon? Because of the because of the sunlight. Sun is giving us light every time, no? Then because there is a change in the length. What? Because there is a change in the length. For example, if the person is here, okay, and the sun is here, okay, in the morning, do you think? So the angle is in this way, okay. Afternoon, if you see here and you will stand, so the angle will be in this way. And evening, if comes here, sun, so the angle will be what? It is changing. So there is a change in the angles between the opaque means object as well as the sun. So due to the change in the angle between us and the sun, the shadows sizes will be differed. Okay, it will be sometimes longer and sometimes shorter. When it will be shorter? When it is on overhead, means exactly top of us, exactly on the overhead of us. At noon time, you will see that your shadows will be shorter. And evening and morning, you will be seeing what? Longer shadow. Because of there is a difference in the angle between the sun and us. Okay. Let us see one more video.
Now, let's do a small activity to check how the shadow of an object on Earth changes due to a change in the sun's position.
Yes, shadows and the position of the sun. Did I say that the position is changing? Yes. Now let us see here. There is one of the plant presented here. It is okay showing how does the shadow will be changing their sizes as per the time given here. You just watch the timer here and just see this plant and how does the change of the shadows size takes place. Okay. Now let me drag here. You can see. You can see source of light. Yes. What happens here? You can see it becomes shorter, and exactly here you can see what is happening again. See the timer also here. What is the time? 3 p.m. When you see when 5 p.m. it has been increased, and you can see here. Now the sun has been set, and you can see the longer shadow. Yes. So based on the time and based on the length of what the sun source and the object, the change in the shadows will be occurring. When you see here from the time of 6 a.m. to the 7 p.m. in the night, the shadows are changing their shape. Yes? The length of the shadow has been first increased, then slowly it is decreasing. Yes? First increasing, slowly the size will be decreasing, and then again it will be increasing. Yes?
So,
Now,
what difference did you observe between the shadows of the cactus at different times of the day?
yes, now here.
Isn't it true that the shadows of the cactus in the afternoon and in the evening are very different from each other?
Yes, are they different from each other? Yes.
When the sun is at the horizon, you see the longest shadows.
Yes. Early.
And when the sun is exactly above your head in the afternoon, you see the shortest shadow.
Yes. Is it right?
The shadows thus change depending on the position of the source of light.
Yeah, because of the position of the sun's light, it is changing. The shadow's length also differs. It also changes. See exactly in the early morning, you see here night time, here it is given as 6 p.m. Yes? So what is it is morning or evening? Evening time. So evening time the shadow is appearing as bigger or smaller? Long, bigger is right. Here it exactly the sun is overhead of the plant. So here the shadow is appearing as shorter. So what is the time here mentioned? 12 o'clock. Yes. Okay. Now shall us do one small quiz here? Yes or no? Yeah, now let us have a game here. Girls versus boys. Okay. One question goes to girls and one question goes to boys. Is it okay? Yes. Now ready? 1, 2, 3, start. First question is already displayed. Now read it and say. Girls, read the question and answer. Maybe one of you answer it. Why does the length of the shadow change throughout the day? What is the reason? Due to change in temperature? Yeah, one. D. Due to the change in the position of sun. Is it right? Yes, very good. Next, get ready, boys. Yeah. Yeah, you can answer it. What are the requirements of shadow formation? Like what? Source of light. Okay, you don't require mirror. Mirror is not required. No. Okay. Next. Third question. When is shadow formed? Actually, for every question there should be a timer. Okay. Fast, hurry up. Third. Bodhika? Yeah. Yeah, when is a shadow formed? When an opaque object comes in the path of light. Yes, when an object is formed, when light source is coming and it is blocked, then that time what will happen? Shadows will be formed. Okay. Next, boys. Dash will not cast a shadow when placed in the path of light. If you keep something, you will not get a shadow. Yes. One person you have to say yes. Is it right? Okay. Yeah. The shadow of the person would be the shortest at dash. Yes. Only for every person at one time you are repeating. Yeah, fast you can have it. C. The shadow of the person would be the shortest at mid-noon. Yeah, okay. Next. No repeated person, other person has to say the answer. What will be the direction of shadow when the sun is in front of you? When sun is in front of you, then where will be the shadows formed? Yeah, Zian? A. What is the answer? Behind. Is it right or not? Let us check it. Yes? Coming. Okay, next. Yeah. We observed as in the part. Yeah. You are ready?
Shadow formation.
Shadow formation.
Yes.
Correct. Sit down. Next, last. Which of the following statement is false? Read. Shadows give the information about the object. Hurry up. Shadows can sometimes also mislead us about the shape of the objects. All objects opaque will cast shadows. Shadows requires a luminous object in the path of light. What is false? Which one is false one? Yeah. C or D or what? Say the correct answer. B. Here they are asking about false statement. Shall I put it B? Time is up. You are having more time. No? B. Wrong. Yeah, say don't say wrong. Which one you will say that I put? C. Wrong. D. One wrong answer for the boys. So now who has won the game? Girls, because all the 4 answers are correct. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Now let us have this video. Okay.
How are shadows formed? While walking on the road, you may often see a black thing walking with you. What is it? The black thing is your shadow. How are shadows formed?
How are shadows formed? Already I have told when
A shadow forms when an opaque or translucent object comes in the way of a light source.
Yes. When will the shadows form? When a rays of light are falling and it is blocked by an opaque object. Okay? That will form a clear shadow. Okay? Here the rays of the light is falling from the sun. Yes. And an opaque object is here is girl and the shadows are formed here. Exactly direction to the opposite direction to the sun. Okay?
For example,
Yes.
here the sun is the source of light.
Yes, sun is the source of light.
Your body is an opaque object that
Opaque
comes
object.
in the way of the sunlight and blocks it.
Yes.
This causes your shadow to form on the road.
Yes. So what are the three important things that is required to form a shadow? Okay.
The sunlight is coming from the left side of the object.
Yes, left
The
side.
shadow is formed on the right side.
Yeah, if you observe here, the left side is what? And what is the middle thing here? Object. What is the object here? What is the object here? What is this one? Girl. So, to which direction the shadow is forming? Right side. Exactly to the direction of what? Opposite to the sun.
This shows that the shadows always form on the opposite side of the light source.
Yeah, opposite to the source of
Why do
light.
transparent objects form shadows?
Do transparent object form shadows?
Transparent objects do not block light and so
Yeah, why they do not form shadows, transparent objects? For example, now the light source is coming from the window, yes, window pane glass. Then why they don't appear? Why the glass picture is not seen on the surface of the ground? Why? Because it will. Yeah, it will make pass through the light. But when an opaque object is present, for example, I am standing here and the rays of the light are falling. Here the light is blocked by completely by me. But if I put a glass here, okay, then it will pass through it and it does not form any shadows. The
they
same
do
thing.
not form shadows.
Yeah, here see source of light. What is the transparent one? What is this is called? What she is catching? What is this one? Magnifying lens. Magnifying lens. So this is made up of glass or not?
Yes.
So the rays are falling on this magnifying lens, and can you see here any glass shadow? Why? Because it is allowing the light rays to pass through. So when light rays are passing through it, then that transparent object cannot what? Form the shadow. So transparent objects do not form. Opaque objects form. What about translucent then? Whether they will form shadow or not?
Actually, they form shadow.
Yes, very good, excellent. They form partial.
The
Yes.
size of the shadow depends upon the distance between the light source and the object.
Yes. Did I say no? The size will be differed because of the angle difference between the sun as well as the object. Okay. Based on that, the shadow sizes also will be.
For example, when the light source is near you, your shadow is taller.
Yes.
But when the light source is far from you,
Yes.
your shadow is shorter.
Yes. After.
This explains why shadows are taller when the sun rises in the morning.
Yes.
Shadows are shortest at noon.
When it is.
From noon, shadows start increasing in size again
Yes.
and become taller by sunset.
Yes. Is it correct?
Even when you wear colorful clothes, your shadow will always be dark.
See here, the girl is wearing a what red shirt and a blue frock. Then can you see that here clearly?
No.
So shadows are colorful?
No.
They are not colorful.
Colorful.
They appear as
Black.
black or darker in color.
Or
Okay?
black in color.
Yes.
The shadow is just an outline
Yeah.
and does not tell us any details about the object.
Yes. Here the shadows, here how the red line is there, the outline is given, it will only say about the size. Yes? And they do not show clearly about what the girl is wearing, what color she has worn. Only outer appearance can be seen. Okay?
Now that you know what shadows are, you don't need to be afraid of them.
Yeah. Are you scared by seeing your shadow at night? No. Of course, sometimes you are scared.
Instead, you can have fun making different poses
Yes.
or hand shapes and observing their shadows on the wall.
Yes. Have you played a game?
Here is
Yes? You have played games with your hands. You are making different postures. Yes? Yeah. Yes.
what we have learned.
Okay. Then shall we? We'll have the recapitulation of the topic. What we have learned. Okay? Shadows. Now. Yeah. Yeah. Shadow. Children, to form the shadow, what are the three main things? Yeah, light source, opaque object, opaque object, and yes, these three are required to form. Then how shadow is formed? How shadows are formed? Can anyone say how shadows are formed? How shadows are formed, children? Anyone? Yeah, by the source of the sunlight. How? I'm asking how. Stand up.
Stopped by an opaque object.
Yes.
Then the wall was green. Then the shadow.
Yes, very nice. Here, when the source of light is falling and it is blocked by an object, the object can be anything, like especially what? Opaque objects. Okay. So then only what will be formed? Shadows will be formed. Okay. Shadows are formed. Shadows are formed when an opaque object is blocked by what?
Light source.
Yeah, blocked by
Light source.
light source. Opaque object is blocked by light source. Then only what will be formed? Shadows will be formed. Okay, children? Yeah. Thank you.